Alright fuckers, welcome back to the Hearts Football Manager 2019 career mode. It is finally here, sorry for the delay. This is episode 2 and we're going to be playing our first game in the BETFRED Cup. We've been drawn in Group H, we're against Queen's Park. We have a group of Queen's Park, Annan Athletic, Berwick Rangers and Morton. So I am looking to qualify from that group. Obviously I'll be disappointed if we don't, but I do not plan on fielding the strongest 11. I'm basically going to be using this as a competition to field the youngsters. So the likes of your Anthony McDonald's, your Harry Cochrane's, all these guys will be starters in this BETFRED Cup. And I still think they'll be good enough to, get us top of the group and make us progress into the latter stages. Now, if we do get into the knockout stage, if we get to the quarter semis, then perhaps I will take the competition a little bit more serious. But I just want the youngsters to get some game time, some competitive game time, and I think this is the best opportunity for that. But before we get stuck into the game, there is a few things we need to check. And the first thing that we need to check, unfortunately, is this. So here you can see our results since the game started, man, and they are not pretty to look at. So first game against Dundalk was actually before I took over. I was not at the club at this stage, and we could only get a 0-0 draw at Dundalk, Oriole Park. It might have been a friendly, but to me, there's just no excuse for not beating them. Very disappointing. Then my first game, technically in charge, but I did not play this game. I allowed the assistant manager, Austin McPhee, to take charge of the friendlies, and it didn't work out too well at home at Tynecastle, and we got pumped 5-1 by Sparta Prague, man. Shocking result. Did not give me a lot of confidence going into the season. But talking about confidence, we did have a much better performance 3 days later against Spartak Moscow at Tynecastle. Again, we didn't score any goals, but we did manage to hold them to a draw. And I think a 0-0 draw against Spartak Moscow, pretty much any Scottish team would take that. Now, I did have the transfer window closed off because I wanted to start the season with the exact same squads in real life, add a bit of realism. But for some reason, there's this guy, David Fanekek, and we've signed him. He will be joining in January when the transfer window opens. Now, I'm not sure if this is something that one of the board members has done before I took over, or whether it's a real transfer in real life that I'm unaware of and we're just not getting the guy till January. But this guy is joining the club, so maybe I'll need to do a bit more research into that. I don't know if he is actually a Hearts player in real life, or whether the team signed him before I took over, but we're getting this guy in January. Hopefully he's pretty good. And last but not least, we did manage to get an affiliate club, and that club is Stenhousemuir. So there was a bunch of other teams, and the annual fee wasn't as much as the 27.7 we'll be paying them. But they were a lower league. I think one of them was League 2. Some of them were like the Highland leagues. But the major thing that swung it is, I believe, Stenhousemuir have pretty good facilities. We can just check them right now, but I believe they've got good youth facilities. Finances are okay. I'm trying to find out where it tells you about is it general? It tells you about the facilities or facilities. We'll see here. Where is it? Youth facilities, good youth facilities and training facilities, good training facilities and corporate facilities, they're good, but doesn't really matter. So yeah, I thought with the good training facilities and the good youth facilities, it will help sending the younger players there out on loan, rather than, me sending them to some Highland team and the players having to train in a pitch full of fucking cow shite, you know what I mean? That's no good. So we need a team to have good facilities for our on-loan players to play in. And I believe Stenhousemuir have that. So I don't think I can send any players out on loan this transfer window due to the whole, block, the transfer window not actually existing. But come January, yeah, I will be looking to move players to Stenhousemuir. Alright guys, so here we go, first game of the career, man. Excited for this. We're currently 1-6 with the bookmakers, so it should be one-way traffic, but you never know. Queen's Park sponsored by Iron Brew. I wouldn't mind a drink of that right now, but man, who knows? Who knows? Maybe we'll celebrate with a big bottle of Iron Brew if we win the BETFRED Cup. In terms of team news, Queen's Park have Jerry McLaughlin suspended, whereas we still have Crystal Berra out with a torn hamstring. He's going to be out for a while. Brandon's out with a damaged cruciate ligament. I think it's a ligament. I'm assuming it is. I can't really see it. And Jahum is also out with a damaged Achilles or some shit like that. So who knows? Let's get into the game here. I'm hoping I picked the right team. Let's have a quick look at it. And I think this will be a team that can get us the 3 points, man. But you never know. So we're going to go with Slamal and nets. I've got Michael Smith and Beng. Garuccio at left back and right back. Suter and Dunn in the centre back positions. Harry Cochrane and Haring in the middle of the field. McDonald out wide on the right. Dimitri Mitchell out wide on the left. Got Sean Clare in the attacking midfield / shadow striker role. And we're going with Stevie Naismith up front because he scores when he wants. So why the hell not? You see Queen's Park lining up with a 4-4-1-1. Could be hard to break down. They've got Joe Hart in nets. Unfortunately for us, it's not the Butterfingers Joe Hart that is fucked up on many occasions for Man City, West Ham and England. It's some other guy called Joe Hart. So who knows, man. Hopefully he's not that good. And let's get the first game of this career mode underway. I mean, we really should be winning this. Auto, that's on auto, right? No bother. So we need to give the team talk here. I mean, I want to be assertive, but at the end of the day, I don't want to be coming across as a dickhead. Like, it should be an easy game. So I think we're just going to go ahead, keep it simple, keep it calm, and just wish the lads good luck. I think that is probably the best way to do this. But I forgot I'll need to X off that first before I can do it. Right, here we go. Calm. It's all over to you now. Have a good one. So there we go. We'll see how the team get on. And hopefully that is enough to get us the win. And we're kicking off. So here we go. Match underway. We'll be playing from right to left. Queen's Park will be attacking from left to right. I think we also need to speed up the gameplay ever so slightly here. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that. Camera. We don't want to extend the highlights. We just want key highlights. And we will match speed during highlights. And we'll up this a bit just so it runs a wee bit faster. So there we go. And already Joe Hart there having to make a save. So he's definitely better than the former England number one. We can tell that already. Stevie Naismith having a shot after 28 seconds only. So decent start by us. It looks like 2 shots, 1 on target, 4 shots now, only in 4 minutes. So we appear to be pummeling Queen's Park. 75% possession as well, man. It's all us at the moment. One-way traffic. And I'm happy with that. McKernan appears to have an injury. He's picked up some sort of knock. Maybe Queen's Park will have to make a substitution, but they won't want to do it this early, man. That could be a massive moment in this game. But hopefully, I wouldn't like to think so, man. I mean, we don't need Queen's Park players to get injured to beat them. Well, at least I hope we don't. But yeah, man, 60 minutes in, still 0-0. We've yet to have a shot. We haven't had a shot in the last 13 minutes. I don't know if we should be worried about that or not. All we can do is wait for a fucking highlight. We haven't even had one yet, 20 minutes in, and we're yet to get a key highlight. So, interesting stuff. I'm looking at how the ratings of the players. Nobody appears to be playing that bad at the moment. The lowest rated player is joint between Mitchell and Naismith, both playing a 6.6. So we'll just have to wait and see. What's the possession like now? Still 72, so we're dominating possession here. We're in control of the game. Will be interesting to see though how long Queen's Park can stop us from scoring. Well, they've stopped us a long time so far, man. We haven't even had a highlight or a real chance to look at. So Queen's Park, they would take this all day long. The longer they can keep the score at 0-0, the more we will end up being frustrated. And yeah, so I mean, who knows? Oh shit! We've got a highlight. And it's a corner for Queen's Park. Ball whipped in. Oh my god! Oh my god! The ball has fallen to fucking Josh Peters. The guy looks about 12. He hasn't even hit puberty, but he's hit the back of the net, man. Unbelievable stuff there. Look at that. Roberts with the corner in. Gibson heads it down to Peters. Peters cracking volley, to be honest, on the left foot, and I can't say they deserve it, but it's a good goal, so you know, I can't really hold it against them. But fucking hell, man, this is not the start the managerial career that we were hoping for. It's Cochrane with a free kick, and he gets us back on level terms like 2 minutes straight after that. So great response there, Harry Cochrane, another kid who hasn't hit puberty. I mean, that seems to be... I'm just going to change my team to non-puberty 11, just play like 11 youngsters, and we should be great, man. Everyone will be banging the goals, and it'll be fantastic. It'll be a scoring spree, but looks like we're going to go into the break at 1-1. Not how I envisioned this match playing out, but when you concede a goal 6 minutes for the interval, you definitely take going in level at the break. So there we go, referee is going to blow out the full-time whistle now. And we've got something to do here with this team talk, because it has not been impressive. I forgot to mention, guys, that we're actually playing at Hampden Park. For those of you that don't know, Queen's Park do play at Hampden, so I always think Queen's Park would be an interesting save. Anyone that wants to do a Scottish team in Football Manager, Queen's Park's pretty cool because they're like such a small, pishy club, but got such a massive stadium, like Hampden. So it is strange. But look at that, with 10 shots to 1, and somehow it is 1-1. So can I really be too harsh on the lads? I mean, team talk. I'm gonna be assertive. We're not doing too badly at all. If everything continues, we'll win this. So I'm going to say that. I'm not going to make any changes yet. I mean, it's still early days. I probably will, make all the subs later in this half. But for now, I'm quite content for things to go as they are going. And hopefully, we can get another goal and get in front of this stubborn Queen's Park side. It's Michael Smith. He's got that long throw ability. Dimitri Mitchell heads it on, and Joe Hart comes out, makes a comfortable save. Unfortunately, 3 minutes into the second half, a big punt up for Joe Hart. But Suter will take care of it, plays it to Haring to Cochrane. The goal scorer back to Haring here. Could that be the future of our midfield? Cochrane and Haring remains to be seen. Young Anthony McDonald now running in wide. Plays it to Haring, who spreads over to the left back. Garuccio. He's going to try and take it round the defender. He gets a cross back post to Stephen Naismith, and it's Stephen, goal machine. Stephen Naismith, man, the guy is on fire. In real life, he can't stop scoring well, at least until he got injured. In my FIFA 19 career mode, man, he scores for fun in that, and hopefully we can get more of the same when it comes to Football Manager. Stephen Naismith scores when he wants, puts Hearts 2-1 up. Absolutely fantastic. And the first thing I want to do now is turn off replays, because we really don't need to see a replay of every single goal. So I need to figure out how to get rid of that. Replay. We don't want nothing to replay, so here we go. Oh, why does it show me a picture of Michael Smith? Didn't ask for that. Right, no replays, there we go. That is us. Good to go now, and yeah, I mean, 11 shots to 1. Only had the one shot in the second half, but so far it was a good one. It was the Stevie Naismith header that gave us this 2-1 lead. Sean Clare now has committed a foul. Peters has been caught offside. Still Queen's Park just with a one shot to their name. And it's tricky, guys, it really is. At 2-1, they're not out of this. All it takes is one chance, and it's evidently we've seen that. In the opening half, they got one opportunity, a corner, and they took it. Who's to say if they get another corner, they won't take it again? So I do want to try and push on here and get a third goal. So I'm going to go attacking. And I will probably look to make subs now. So let's go ahead and make some subs. I can't remember how many you're allowed to use in the BETFRED Cup. It might be just 3, but I've got a funny feeling it could be 4. Dimitri Mitchell looks disinterested, so we're going to take him off straight away. We'll bring on... I didn't mean that. We're going to bring on Callum Morrison. But what we'll do is we'll move McDonald to the left, because I think Morrison will be suited more on the right. We'll bring on Morrison. We're going to bring on Craig Whiten up front for Stevie Naismith. And what else are we going to do? We're going to bring on Bosnich, I think, for Haring. And I think, is that all it's going to allow us to do? I'm pretty sure you're only allowed 3, so we'll go ahead with those 3 there. And we'll see how we go on now with 22 minutes remaining. Am I just am I like 20 minutes away from my first win as Hearts manager? Or is there a comeback here? Is there going to be a shock in the system? Are Queen's Park going to deliver a deadly blow? Who knows? Who knows? 13 shots to 1 though, man. It's been all Hearts. I mean, if Queen's Park do get something at this game, it will be a fucking injustice. It really will be. Their goal was good. I'm not going to deny it, but it's the only thing they've had to offer in this entire game. Cochrane still sitting on an 8.3. He is currently going to be man of the match as things stand. Bosnich, Morrison, Whiten not really had much of an impact since coming on 12 minutes ago, but 10 minutes to go now. Again, apparently Cochrane is running the show, but I mean, it's not been a good game. It really hasn't. Yes, we've had a bunch of shots, but the shots really couldn't have been that good because they've not created any highlights. So, I mean, that's when you can kind of tell if a game's good or not, when you're getting like highlights left, right, fucking centre. And we just haven't had that in this game. Fotheringham has picked up a yellow card, as has Jimmy Dunn. 2 minutes to go. And it looks like we're going to win, but I can't say I'm overly impressed with this performance. Just 2 minutes to go now. And yeah, man. Should be a good 3 points, but not the most convincing game you ever see. Gruccio with a free kick. He's hit it in towards, I think that was that Bosnich there at the back post? No, it might be McDonald. I think it's Anthony McDonald there, but didn't matter. Joe Hart came out, caught the ball. Now he launches it forward. Fotheringham picks it up, plays it out to Summers. Oh no, he's trying to play through Peters, but Slamal comes out, launches it up, finds Craig Whiten, who manages to keep it in, and it's a good challenge here for McGee. You got to give him credit there. Slid in, won the ball. Again, he's hitting and hoping, no chance there. Suter collects it. 4 seconds to go. That is going to do it, guys. I mean, I'm happy with the defensive performance. We only allowed Queen's Park 1 shot the entire match, albeit we are what I believe we're 2 divisions ahead of them, but still, to limit a team just to 1 shot, that's really good. 71% possession, that is really good. The only thing that's not good is the fact that we did concede from that 1 shot, so we'll have to work on that, but as things go, I'm happy enough. It's 3 points, man. And I mean, it is what it is. It's the first game. I'm just glad that we managed to get the win. So we'll go, Cam. Good win, boys. Well done. And will that be enough to take us top of the BETFRED Group H table? We'll have to see how results went elsewhere. Up next, we have Annan Athletic. It'll be my first home game in charge, so it'll be interesting to see where we sit as we head into that game. But we've got some messages, so we will check these first of all. Jambo's not at their best, but victorious nonetheless. I mean, that's true. I don't think you can deny that. There we go. But we bounced back quick, which was good. Player of the match, Harry Cochrane. Delighted with that. And I want him to feature as much as possible this season for us. Like I said, I will be fielding most of the youngsters in the BETFRED Cup, but also going forward, I believe if we are going to challenge Celtic, if we are going to try, and be successful and bring the 5th Scottish title to Hearts, I think that we need to try and use the youth as much as possible and breed them through into the first team, because we can't go out and we can't be like Celtic and go out and spend like £4, £5, £6 million on a bunch of players. You know what I mean? That's not going to happen. So I do believe that we need to use the youth, and I think we've got probably the best youth facilities in the league, so why not take advantage of that? Hearts aren't as good as they think. Mark Roberts, who's this? The Biff Sour Grapes. Cochrane shines. Yes, we all know about that, man. The guy, he had a solid game. Hopefully get more of the same. Gruccio made his debut. A bunch of players technically made their debut. You've got to remember, guys, they haven't played. According to the game, that's the first time any of these guys have played, so I mean, we did well considering with a lot of debutees. Making the Gary Naismith, I didn't know Queen of the South boss Gary Naismith. I wasn't aware he was the Queen of the South manager, former Scotland left back. He had a pretty good career. We'll have a wee look at his stats while we're here, if I can find them. Yeah, there you go, man. He played for Everton, played the Premiership quite a lot, moved to Sheffield United. But yeah, man, he had a decent career. Also, former Hearts player. So yeah, man, I just thought I'd click on Gary Naismith because I just didn't know that he ended up Queen of the South manager. Pretty successful career. 1.8 million left us for to go to Everton. And I don't know, man. You'd think maybe if he left, he'd probably been worth a lot more now. A decade later. Just back then, players didn't really go for much, but 1.8, decent amount. So yeah, that's it. Successful start to the season. And the reason Naismith was at the match is because it looks like he wants to sign Anthony McDonald. Austin McPhee says that we won't let him destabilise the team if he's in. So I doubt that he wants to put in an actual bid. It will probably be a loan deal, but even then, there's no transfers. So Anthony McDonald will be staying with us at least until January. And to be honest, I don't really want to loan him out. I want him to stay at Hearts and I want him to get as much game time as possible. But I will consider it if Queen of the South do come in with an offer. If he is going to get first team football there and probably improve quicker as a player, then it's definitely something I would consider. And there you can see that win does put us top of Group H, just on goal difference. Same goal difference, but obviously we've got an extra goal for than Annan Athletic do. Morton currently sitting in third, but they have yet to play. So up next in the BETFRED Cup, we've got Annan Athletic at home. Then we've got Berwick Rangers away. And then the last game in the fixture is against Morton. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to play the next two games offline, which is Berwick Rangers and Annan Athletic, and then we'll come back for the final game, which is against Morton. I think Morton will give us a bit of a challenge. The other three teams are in League 2. Morton are in the Championship, probably looking for promotion, so Morton will not be an easy game, and hopefully though by the time we come up against Morton, we will have guaranteed our qualification process into the next round. If not, it really could be a tight game, guys, so that's going to do it. Like I said, over the next two games, I'll try and play as much youth as possible, and when we come back in episode 3, we'll go over the previous two games, we'll have a quick look at the results, and then we'll hopefully cement our place, if not already done, against Morton. So that's going to do it, guys. Leave me comments down below. What do you think of the team? How do you think we got on? I mean, it wasn't the greatest performance. Truthfully, I would have liked to have turned up and hammered Queen's Park 3 or 4-0, but we got the win. That's all that matters. And yeah, hopefully we can improve and build on the success that we're having in the BETFRED Cup, and then try and put in a challenge in the league. So yeah, guys, let me know what you're going to give me your predictions for the Annan Athletic, Berwick, Rangers and Morton games, and we'll see what happens next time, guys, in episode 3. But until then, been Son of Scotland 90. Peace.